Good morning and welcome to Life University Life Church, LU Life Church. This is your life host, Reverend Dr. Donicia Palmer. Today, I would like to start a segment with a direct word for you. You say, how can you say that when there are so many others listening on? How can I know that it is for me? You see, the same thing happened to Jesus one day when he was in the streets where there was hundreds of people, literally hundreds pressing in on him, and he asked a strange question. Who touched my clothes? Of course, many people had been touching him indirectly, but someone needed a touch that day. Someone had determined in their conscious imagining before they went out that day that they would touch his garment and they would be made whole. They would be completely healed. So, according to her will, when she touched his clothes, she was completely healed. And he felt it. He felt it drew out of him. So he turned around and he said, who touched me? Of course, no one wanted to be blamed. Many people were touching him. But she came forward because she had determined in her heart she would touch him. In the same way today, I say, that there is a direct word for you. This next word is for whoever. So whoever grabs it, and it is this: you are awesome. That's right. Awesome. Awesome. You are awesome. That's right. You see, the title today says Awesome Endless Possibilities. Possibilities. Endless possibilities. Would you sing that with me? Possibilities. Endless possibilities. Then that word that is yours, awesome. Awesome. You are awesome. I would like to invite you to enter the silence today. Enter the silence until it touch a place called stillness. Put away all the worries, all the frustration, everything, and enter into a silence. There has been so much going on, isn't it? So much going on in your life, so much going on in the world. As we stay into this silence, slip into the stillness of the silence. Before we do that, I'd just like to explain something. Not when a room is quiet do we have silence and stillness. Because there is sometimes the chatter that is going on in the mind is more than turning off the TV. You turn off the TV, turn off your radio, and yet there is the noise of the mind. Today would ask you to come to your soul, a place of silence. Drop down in the silence into that place of stillness. And in the silence, in the stillness, allow the stillness to wipe out the rage. Take a deep breath. Ah. We're going to do that 3 times. Take another deep breath. Take another deep breath into the silence, into the stillness. And as you allow yourself to submerge into the stillness, allow that stillness to wipe out the rage. There has been a rage of anger, hasn't there? The rage of disappointment with yourself and with others. The rage of fear. Fear of being or never being quite enough. Here, the rage of hate. Hate for self. Did you know that there's a rage of hate? Hate for self. That tiny self that's always steals the nice moments. How? By demanding to be fed with booze or mistrust, rejection, or just full-on bitterness. Like gall, it turns the inner tubes either green with envy or black with prejudice, or yellow with jaundice, that is lust, or purple with frustration. The hate, the rage of hate like white chalk, which is the ego exaggerated, so much pride. Or is it blue ice with ego underrated, which is timidity and lack of confidence? Or else is the pink blush rage of hate, that deadly venomous stubbornness, which knows it kills the joy but does not get you what you want. You know it does not get you what you want, but somehow that pink blush, deadly venomous hate, rage will not have you to surrender, but somehow hang on there until the death to the smile from your face and sometimes from your very soul. You've got to watch this cutie little blush pinky. It wreaks hell, stubborn to the end. It really hates you. Or the rage of hate that is red, rage. Most knows this one. Oh yes. Wild, fiery furnace. It's jealousy. Oh yes, it disguises itself, but burns holes inside, creating lots of empty spaces. It says, I want more of what they've got, often driving us to spend more. The rage of hate, gray, tiny rage of hate. You need a microscope because it's like a shadow, silhouette, cold, callous, calculating. This is not stubbornness, it is rage. Needs the great I am, which comes in deep meditation and stillness, below the ocean bed of kindness, on the open floor bed of love to God, now exposed, trembling. This great tiny rage of hate is shame. Very tiny, you see, sometimes goes unspotted. Looking into the mirror, into your own eyes, and allow yourself to feel love for the self you see. You see, many can't. This is the last of the tiny rage of hate. Yes, that tiny rage of hate, which is shame. That is the last to go. And so now, here in this stillness of silence, allow the silence without all those colors of rage, of hate. Allow the silence. Now on your soul, without judgment or accusation or any excuse or any longing or yearning, just let go all the rage. Allow the stillness to wash, to wash, to wash. And so made clean in a stillness. The word, the world will tell us that things are as they are. But this morning, in this stillness, God says things are as they can be. Endless possibilities. And so do this little exercise with me. Okay? Okay? Okay. So imagine a circle. Imagine a circle. How wide is that circle? Now make it an inch wider. How tall are you? Then make the circle the same size as your height from top to toe, so that if you're 6 foot, then your circle would be from the center about 3 foot 1 inch, okay? So for children listening in, it may be fun for you. See yourself lying on the grass, on the green, lengthways. Then again, see yourself lying crossways. So you would see a cross, wouldn't you? You would see yourself going one way down and another way across, okay? So if you were drawing on a sheet of paper, now you would draw around the circle, right around the end of that cross, and that would give you the exact size of you plus an inch, okay? Okay. You know that inch is all that most people give themselves or that the world allows us to vision. People mostly imprison themselves within this circle. They go round and round. They may even make more money, but they are caged in this circle, perpetuating the same mindset. Now, I know a friend, and she teaches on mindsets without realizing that she has become so crippled on her topic, never daring, well, not even quite aware that her own mindset, built years ago through fighting with hurts and basically fighting to survive. So she created this mindset of survival and fighting so that even where there is no longer any need to fight, she's still fighting, stuck inside the circle. So now for the fun part of this exercise. Still staying in your stillness, in your silence. Imagine yourself inside the circle, okay? So at a glance, it might seem that like there is lots of room to move, right? Especially if you see yourself standing up in the middle of the circle. So if you're looking around you in that circle, if you're 5 foot, maybe 5 foot 4, your circle from the center then would be 2 foot 2, wouldn't it? So you would still have room if you're standing up. That's what it would show. Okay, but remember, it is still only giving you the room of your own body plus an inch. Now, here comes the fun part, especially if you're a child and you have been drawing this on a piece of paper. Now, remove the mark or boundary of the circle. So, if you were drawing on a sheet of paper, what you will notice now that you've removed the markings, yes, there is more space. That's correct. And, and only you can remove that circle. Only you can think outside your box. That's right. Only you can think outside your box. So they say you have ADHD or something like that, whatever. You were born in such and such a family, or, you've done such and such. And so, or perhaps you have labeled yourself this religion, the past, this wage, that relationship, or whatever your prison You have built your limitation. Your imagination can take you now into a space beyond the walls that you have put around your capacity. I call this your reach. The Magna Alpha teaches us that the letter R stands for reach, and that reach is as far as you will allow the capacity of your imagination to take you. So from the stillness, which is beyond, way down at the ocean bed, below the waves, below all of that, an ocean bed of silence, of stillness. From this place, reach out and up, down and around. There is room. Guess what? There is time. That's what the world tells us. There is no longer, no much time and no more room. And so people fall prey to this, boundary, time and space. But there is time and there is space. The world is not shrinking as we might believe. There is not a population problem. There is no limitation problem because there is endless possibility. Today, I end by saying this. Gift yourself space to change. Gift yourself space to get better. Gift yourself space to win. Expand your reach. Where is your reach? Beyond, now you've taken that circle. Oh my God. You're in the deep. There is endless possibility. Space to change, space to get better, space to win, space to be exceedingly happy. Guess what? Space to be well, space to be even great. You do not have to get ill. That's right. There is space for you to get better. You don't have to get ill. No, you don't. You won't if you truly believe you don't. There is a possibility if you believe you will. Do and be what you think you cannot. Take down the walls today and widen the reach. The government, bless them, promise you only their plan. God offers you today freedom, unlimited possibility. Life opens the door in the stillness to unlimited possibility. Lastly, I leave you with a short story. This gentleman had saved up all his life to fulfill his bucket wish. His last item on his bucket wish was to travel to India to see the fill the blank. It was a special place. He'd bought all the books he could on the topic. He knew about it inside and out. He had visited there many, many times over and over in his imagination. Still not now old and frail, he finally had enough when his grandson had gifted him his desire. And here he was, standing in the place he had stood before so many times in his imagination. And here he reached out his frail hands and touched the stone. They felt cold and hard, unlike in his dreams where they were warm and alive. But at least he thought to himself, I'm touching it. You see, he had lived inside a circle, right? Wrong. He had missed so many other opportunities because he had remained in that circle, thinking, this is all I need to complete me. This is all. He had worked and worked. I mean, could you imagine the conversation? This is all he thought his life was worth. Do not allow that to happen to you. Yes, dream, but ever so often retreat into this boundless silence of stillness. Where here in the stillness, dreams subside and life takes over. And here you live and be endless possibility, the awesome you. Scripture says, be still and know that I am God. Bless you. Have a fab week. Make time for silence, and in the silence, find the stillness to the point where it washes away all the rage of all colors. Why not pass this on to someone else today? Leave us a comment, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed, and donate. You can donate by going to the PayPal link in the description below. This is LU Life Church, and I am your life host, the Reverend Dr. Dornicia Palmer.